Hey, Facebook Live, YouTube, Periscope, what's up, beautiful people? It's your girl, Dr. V, and I'm here with who? The Purpose Coach. You guys listen, because we're talking about really understanding your purpose, knowing your purpose, and being ready for your purpose, you guys. So who better to talk to about that than the one and only, yes, that's right, Clestine Herbert, the Purpose Coach. So Clestine, welcome.
Hello, everybody. How are you? Can you hear me?
We can hear you. You sound amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. You know, I haven't really been live as much, during this time period. And so thank you for coming and hanging out with me today and sharing with the people what you're doing.
You are so welcome. I love doing. I could do this every day, all day.
I,
Really.
I know you could, because that's
Like
who you
sign them
are.
up.
That's who you are. And I think that's the thing that people miss out on and they don't understand about your purpose. Your purpose is not something that is existential, something that's outside of you, but something that's very much a part of who you are and how you live your life. So I'm super excited that you are here today. So listen, you got something exciting going on, and I want to talk to you about it. I want you to share with the people what you got going on. What's going on?
Well, I got a lot going on, but next week I am doing something special that I put together. I did some market research and come to find out people are feeling really challenged about their marketing message. And it was really
Mm,
interesting because I actually have done several events around marketing messages, and I was
right.
thinking of doing something new. But my coach said, do some market research and see what your tribe wants, and that's what they want. They're not feeling confident about their message. They don't feel like people understand who they are. They don't feel that they're communicating it correctly. And when
Okay.
you don't feel that way, then what happens when you don't feel that way, because your feelings influence your actions, you
Mm-hmm.
don't show up confidently. And so then they're not showing up confidently. And then also you don't do the things that you need to do in order to get the clients you want. So it becomes this vicious cycle. And so I decided, you know what? This is what the people want. So this is what I'm going to provide.
So let me ask you a question. How did you even get to this place? How did you get to the place where you're doing what you're doing, helping people with their messages? Like, how did you get here? What's your story?
Yeah, because it's just amazing the way that God guides you, right? Well, so I used to be an engineer and realized 2 years into it I really was not, and so prayed for 6 long years, and then at the end of that 6 years, I ended up moving from Boston to North Carolina. Well, started in England, Boston, and then North Carolina. And I got laid off on my birthday. But in my
Mm,
spirit, I knew it wasn't the enemy, because sometimes when things happen to us, we think
right.
it's the enemy, that it's Satan.
Mm-hmm.
But my spirit was at such peace. So I knew it was God. So here's the thing, people. Sometimes God disrupts your life or allows it. Sometimes he does it. Sometimes he allows it so that he can redirect you to where you need to be. And so I was
Mm,
on the wrong path because I've always had a teacher spirit. As a little girl, I always wanted to be a teacher. And then I
right.
said, yeah, no, I know I'm supposed to do something different. So I
Right.
am a teacher now. My world is, my students are women of faith in business, and my classroom is the world. And I kind of like this non-traditional way of teaching a lot better. So God knows who we are, right?
He does.
So he really does. So I ended up, getting laid off, and then I just started on this journey, and it's been an up and down journey. But I'm the reason why I'm so passionate, why I am Clestine, the purpose coach. And the reason why I'm so passionate about helping people discover their purpose and their genius is because I was in a job that I did not like. I didn't feel like I fit. I saw the passion in everyone else's eyes, but I didn't have that passion, and I wanted that passion. And now I do have that passion. And so I want everybody to be in the place that God wants them to be because it's a very fulfilling place.
Okay.
And so that's why I'm passionate about helping women to find their place and then to shine and not hide.
Shine bright
And
like
it's
a
not that
diamond. You know,
hard.
I like that. That's one of the reasons that we get along so well is
Yeah.
because we both are about the shine, you know,
Yep. Mhm.
not just shine for the sake of shine, but shining because we know that we're doing what it is that we've been called to do. Like that's
Right.
incredibly important. That's incredibly
Absolutely.
important. Now, let me tell you, ooh, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
I
Loud
don't
and
know
clear.
what's going on with the Wi-Fi, but it's going in and out. So listen, let me tell you what else is important. It's not just
Mhm.
important that you be passionate about something, but you got to be good at it. You got to be effective at it. And one of the things I love about you is you don't just talk about creating powerful marketing messages. You actually have evidence that you know what you're doing because you do it and it works. Talk to us a little bit about some of your successes using the strategies that you're going to teach people during this 5-day challenge.
So I was sharing this the other day and I was like, you know what, this is a really good example. So I had a goal to establish myself as an international speaker and I did that. And then I realized, people in the Tampa Bay area, which I live outside of Tampa Bay, don't know me. So I decided, all right, let me network in Tampa so people know who I am. And one of the first networking groups that I went to, I did my 30-second presentation.
Okay.
30-second presentation.
Right.
And afterwards, after the meeting, this woman came up to me and she said, "Oh my gosh, I really could not wait until the meeting was over because I need to talk to you." So I said, "Well, I have time after this meeting. Do you?" And she said, "Yeah." So we talked and long story short, she hired me on the spot. Before I
Wow.
even got to leave that meeting, one of my previous clients, it had been about 2 years since we had worked together. She was there and she came up to me, she goes, I really need to meet with you. And I was like, well, I have a meeting after this. So we scheduled another time. We met. Long story short, she hired me right away. So that was two people out of a 30-second presentation. Now, are these typical results? I have to be authentic and honest. They're not typical results. But
Okay.
what it does show is it shows you the possibilities. So let
Mm,
me just kind of show you the next chapter in that story. So the woman that came up to me and hired me,
right.
when we worked on, she had been networking for 7 years, and she always had to go up to people and ask if they would meet with her. Right, nothing
Okay.
wrong with asking. But she was
Right.
kind of getting weary. Her business wasn't where she wanted it to be. She
Mm-hmm.
changed her marketing message and turned it into an elevator pitch. And the first time she did it, she said two or three people came up to her and said, "I think I need to meet with you. Can we meet?" So
Wait
that
a minute.
is the power.
So I want to make sure that people don't miss this. So for 7 years, she had been doing this, and every time she spoke, nobody came up to her. She always had to go up to people for 7 years, right? 7, right? And after working with you and redefining her message, when she did it first time, the first time, two or three people came up and talked to her and said, "We need to talk."
And
Wow.
that is the power of your marketing message. So the power of your marketing message is to filter out the audience because you're not for everybody, and everybody's not going to ask you to work with them, and that is okay. So you want
Right.
to filter out your audience, but you also want your audience to say, I think I need to find out more, and that is the purpose. You want them to say, yeah, all right, we need to speak to me.
Can we meet? Can we talk? I need to know you. Who are you? It's something about you. You're different. You're unique. Well, listen, I know that your messages work because when we met at a networking event. You actually were presenting at that networking event. And immediately afterwards, everybody was flooding you. All I knew was I need to talk to this lady. I need to know her. I need to know. And I don't do that normally. Normally, I'm like, okay, First of all, I don't really like networking events, so I don't go. And then second of all, I don't really go up to people after. No, I don't do that. But your presence and your message was so powerful, and it resounded with me. And I was looking at you like, oh my God, that's me up there. Right. So I know that you do know what you're doing, and you know how to create messages that draw your target audience, because you're right. We're not for everybody. And then everybody is not for us. That's the next piece, right?
And I'm
Wow.
finding that the more mature I get in my business, the narrower my target gets.
Okay. Okay. Now something is going on with your audio. You're going in and out. I can't hardly hear you.
Well, I'm not sure what's going on. Let me try this.
I want to make sure that the people don't miss anything, because this is some good stuff.
Nothing, right?
Yeah, I don't want them to miss anything. All right. So while Clestine is doing that, I just want to let you guys know. Y'all know, first of all, I don't mess with everybody. Y'all know that about me. I don't mess with everybody, but I definitely mess with Clestine. That's my girl for real in real life. We're not just Facebook friends. That's my girl. She sits on the board of my school. She is my friend, my real friend. We've had a slumber party at my new place and everything, because that's how important she is to me and in my life. And one of the things that I can tell you unequivocally is that she not only knows what she's doing, but she knows how to package things in a way that, like, you feel like, wow, I can do this. Like, she really knows how to do that. So Clestine, talk to me a little bit about, you talked about your story, how you got to this place. You talked about some of your success, and you talked about one of your clients and their success. But what I want you to do is tell us a bit about this challenge that you have going on and why people need to be a part of it.
All right. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, that's perfect.
Good, good. So listen, I'm doing a challenge next week. It's free, y'all. Free.
Is it free? It's free.
It's free. It's free.
Free
It's $3.99. That's right. It is free. It is called creating a powerful marketing message to attract clients to your genius. Because guess what? I believe and I know that we're all called to someone, and so you are a genius to somebody, right?
Wow.
So you might not be a Tony Robbins or a Dave Ramsey or a Martha Stewart, whatever your industry is, but you are a genius to someone. Someone is looking at you and saying, "Oh my gosh, she's amazing," or "He is amazing," or "I wish I knew what she knew," right? And so you want to present to them, and you want to present as a genius, the genius that you are. God has given you wisdom. He's given you the ability to build wealth. He is giving you wisdom above and beyond. And so he has called you to a group of people. So first of all, we need to be happy with who we're called to, because so many of us are looking at somebody else and we want their tribe and we want to do what
Okay.
they're doing. And we want people to respond to us the way they are being celebrated, when God has already gifted you with people that want to celebrate you, right? So having a powerful marketing message helps you to draw the people to you that will celebrate the gifts that God has put in you.
So, in other words, when you got the right message, you will draw the people who celebrate, not tolerate. That's what
There
you're
you
saying.
go. That's what I'm saying.
And
That
that's
is what I'm
important
saying.
because
It
when
is.
people celebrate you, it reaffirms your identity and your
Mm-hmm.
purpose and your destiny. I
Mm-hmm.
love that.
Yes.
I love that.
So next
Amazing.
week, we're going to be 5 days. I'm going to really break it down. And we're going to start in here in the heart, because God has put it in your heart. And so many of us are looking all over the place and wearing ourselves out. You've been
Yes.
carrying it around. So we're going to start there. It is 5 days. For those of you that are ready, just go to powerfulmarketingmessage.com, powerfulmarketingmessage.com, and register. And listen, don't do this alone because you know there's a friend that you know needs this. So just send it to her and tell her to register at powerfulmarketingmessage.com. You're going to get an email, two emails, intro emails, and it's going to send all the information that you need. First of all, we're going to you're going to get a video training. Video training,
Okay.
it's going to come to you 7 in the morning for the early risers so you can get started
Okay.
before you start your day. You'll get it's 15, maybe 20 minutes of teaching and training. You're going to have a homework assignment. You're going to have to post in the Facebook group. And then at
Good.
night, 7 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have a party, a Facebook party where you get to ask me questions, where you get to share your victories, what you've done. Now, here's why we're doing it that way. First of all, you have to, the reason why you need to meet with me is because you're challenged in some area. The reason why you're challenged is because every time we go to another level, we have to shift our thinking, because your thinking is what inspires your doing. And most
Yes.
of us are doing it wrong. We're doing
Mm,
things without changing our thinking, which is why we're
come
feeling
on.
stuck, broken down, overwhelmed. And
Good.
so
That's good
you
stuff.
need to show up differently for this, because what you do for this challenge, you need to do for your business. So I want people who are ready to show up differently, ready to go to the next level, ready to be stretched. Because another name for me is people call me the stretcher. I stretch people. If you're ready to be stretched, this is for you, because not only are you going to learn your powerful marketing message, you're also going to be stretched into thinking differently, doing differently, so that you can be different and have different results.
I love it. I love it, Clestine. Now I want to make sure that I've got the website right. It's Powerful Marketing Message or Messages. Uh-oh, you're frozen. Okay. All
All
right.
right,
You
we're back.
froze for just a minute. Yeah. So
All
is
right.
it powerfulmarketingmessage.com or powerful marketing messages?
Message, excuse me, powerfulmarketingmessage.com. Yeah.
Okay,
And
awesome.
so Kim is going to look through to see if you've been participating every day in it.
Ah! Yo, there's storms. It's like there's some storm stuff going on around here because I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is acting up,
In
right?
and out.
Yes,
I
it's
got you.
going in and
Yes.
out. But you were saying Kim is going to look through every day to see if you
Right. Participating on the lives, that you've looked at the video, that you've posted your assignment. And I don't like calling it homework. I like to call it life work.
life.
And what will happen, what you'll do, at the end of the week, someone's going to win a scholarship for my program that is valued at $10,000.
Excuse me.
It's a
Excuse me.
big scholarship. Yes, yes. You will win
A
a
scholarship for
scholarship
the
so you can
$10,000
work with
program.
me. Correct. You can work with me, and it might be you. Listen, show up differently, think differently, believe that it's going to be you. Participate so you can be stretched. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable for you, for some of you. Yes, it's going to feel challenging for some of you, but that's what's required in order to get what you keep wanting, because wanting is not enough.
I can't just say, I wish I would. 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 I can't just do that.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Got to do some work.
Believing, you got to do some work. But the easier way that I teach my client is you've got to believe first, because believing inspires your action, and then it makes things so much easier and you have
Yes.
so much more energy. All right. So
I
we'll begin
love
to
it.
learn all of those things next week.
I love it, Clestine. Listen, and let me tell you what else I love. I love the fact that you are providing some scholarships, and you are providing those scholarships, not only providing them, but you are um, um, doing it based on activity. So it's
Correct.
not just scholarships for the sake of scholarships, it is
Mm-mm.
activity driven. And so
Mm-hmm.
your activity gets rewarded.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I don't work with just anybody. I've been in business for 17 years. So I see the writing on the wall with, so I only work with people that really want success.
Mm. Wow. That's good. That's good.
Hmm.
Because it makes a difference.
It
Let's
makes a
be
difference.
It
It
makes
makes
a
a difference.
difference. There are a lot of
Hmm.
people who wish they were successful, but people who want success and are ready to do the
Hmm.
work move
Hmm.
different. They're
Yeah.
decision makers, they're action
Uh-huh.
takers,
Uh-huh.
they do the work, they put it in, they don't make
Uh-huh.
excuses, they simply
Uh-huh.
make it happen. And
Right.
so that's who you want to work with.
That's who I want to work with. And you know, the thing about excuses, I used to hate when I heard people say that. I
Mhm.
did. It frustrated me because I'd be like, well, you don't know what I'm going through and da, 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 da. But I found out that if you read the Gospels or you read other people's success stories like Tyler Perry, Steve Harvey, those are two of my favorite. Sylvester Stallone, those three, my favorite success stories, right? All
Yeah.
three of those lived in a car. Sylvester
Mhm.
Stallone's is an amazing story, and Tyler too. And but all of them could have said, I'm not living in a car. I can't do this because I'm living in a car,
Right.
right? But they didn't. They kept focused on their goal, on what they wanted, and they allowed themselves to be stretched and molded and shaped so that now, with what they have, they deserve what they have
That's
because they
right.
worked for it. They made the
Listen,
sacrifices for it.
and that's what we've got to understand, that
Hmm.
everything that we want is on the other side of work, right? But you can't
That's
even
right.
get to the kind of work you need to do until you believe. And so I love that you deal with our belief system, that you deal with our thoughts, right?
Hmm.
Because our
Hmm.
beliefs inspire our thoughts, inspire our actions, and so all of that is connected. And so the fact that you're working there, you're helping people to
Hmm.
identify that stuff first,
Hmm.
is so
Hmm.
key, and it's so huge, because everybody wants a formula. Just give me the formula. Just give me the formula. Just give me the
Hmm.
formula. Then you do the formula, but the formula doesn't work for you, and you're trying
Hmm.
to figure out why. And it's
Hmm.
because it's not just the message itself, it's the work required for you to believe the message enough for the message to work.
Right. You got to live the formula.
Yes,
You
I
got to live the
love it.
formula.
I love it. I
Right.
love it. So listen, tell the people again how they can join this amazing free challenge.
It's easy. Go to powerfulmarketingmessage.com and register. And you know what? Call up 5 friends that you know have been saying, they're struggling or they can't, their message doesn't land or they don't think people are clear. Just go to powerfulmarketingmessage.com and register. Now, this is for women of faith who are in business, who are coaches, consultants. Consultants meaning you may be a real estate agent, a financial advisor, or something like that.
Okay.
Service providers, speakers. This is for you.
Wow. I love it. Clestine, thank you so much for hopping
Thank
on and
you.
sharing with my audience all of this amazing information. I know personally that what you do is amazing and incredible, and you're passionate about it. Because I don't really
Oh,
fool
thank
with
you.
people that don't have passion. Your
Right.
your vibrations got to be up there. Like, I don't need
Yes.
them low vibration people. I don't need them in my life. But you're one of the people that I keep in my life because
Mhm.
we make each other better. And I love that about you. So thank you for offering this
Thank you.
5-day free marketing message training, right? Y'all, this challenge is it could be the thing that makes the difference between you just petering out in 2020 or closing
Mhm.
out 2020 with a bang,
That's right.
right?
That's
Tell
right.
them
That's
how they
right.
can follow you, how they can connect with you.
All right. So if you want to connect with me, just go to mypurposecoach.com. You can download my free ebook, which is 3 reasons why your next client just went with somebody else. All right. So you definitely want to read that one. Go to mypurposecoach.com. You can download that. You can find out more about me. You can connect with me at Clestine Herbert or join my Facebook group. But right now, to join my Facebook group, you've got to go to powerfulmarketingmessage.com, and that's how you get into my Facebook group. And there's a reason for that, but that's a whole nother teaching that I will teach y'all another time.
Okay, all right. So Annette said, how do I sign on to the training? Tell her again how she gets the training.
Powerfulmarketingmessage.com. Run over there and you will get the information to get into the training.
Yes. And listen, you guys, when you go to the Facebook group, listen, answer the questions.
Because you won't get in if you don't. That's
period.
It.
Answer the questions. It's not difficult. No one's asking you to write a book, but answer the questions. Okay. If you don't answer the questions, you're not going to be able to get into group. You won't be able to participate in the challenge. And we don't want you to miss it. Okay. So we want to make sure that you all do that and follow those steps. Again, go to powerfulmarketingmessage.com and you'll get all the instructions for how to participate in the 5-day marketing message challenge. 5 days starting Monday, which happens to be the 7th, right?
It is.
The number of completion, right? So this could be the training. This could be the thing that completes it for you. So make sure that you go there and you get started. Clestine, as always, thank you, girl. You look cute.
Thank you. Thank you, darling.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
Listen, and thank you guys for tuning in. If this message blessed you, share it. Share it on your page. Share it with your friends. Send it in Messenger to the people that you want to do it with you. Like, let them know, hey, you guys, come on, let's do this. Tag them, right? But make sure that you connect them to this message so that you guys can do it together. You know,
absolutely.
It's been said that 1 can put 1,000 to flight, but 2 can put 10,000 to flight. So let's put to flight our fears, our insecurities, and let's do it together. I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an amazing day. Mwah!
Bye.